The price of textiles from India has risen again. We must adjust our rates for the northern merchants tomorrow, or we lose the profit on the pottery.